and put me for a show. I'm rocking white and gold, it look like I got ties. Water coming in and out.
Let's meet your...
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Then on Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Williams is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And for New Orleans, Ingram is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Boston in at the 2-guard spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. To the inside, here's Messi. It's rebounded by Schroeder. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
The offensive rebound, Claxton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And that one falls for Claxton. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Alvarado with it. He's guarded by Schroeder. On the clock. A deep 3 from Ingram. Rebound by Williams. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Schroeder finds Williams. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Ingram outside. Back to Alvarado. Pass to Ingram. Shoots over Johnson. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
I'd like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
Inside. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Pass to Alvarado. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Drives to the hoop. Boston, no good. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Magic. And that one's good. Ingram.
Ingram staying agile, ready to take the shot as soon as that opened up for him.
Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Boston. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Nets leading by 3. Here's Thomas. And he can't bank that one in. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Alvarado with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Ingram can't get that one to fall. And And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Here's Schroeder. Pelicans with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
BJ Boston. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Schroeder looking over the floor. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Schroeder.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Alvarado passes to Ingram. Here's Macy. Claxton covering.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Schroeder. Averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
New Orleans making a switch here. Green's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Wilson's checked in. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And the basket by Thomas.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Alvarado. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Ingram. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. 8 points for Brandon Ingram.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Wilson kicks it over to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Claxton. They grab their own miss. Johnson for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Ingram, Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Wilson to the inside. Thomas, it's a wide open look, and the Nets another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Green. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. Count that one.
Showing some strength on that bucket. Murphy getting better at fending off contact.
Here's Thomas. Sweet little floater. Thomas got 10.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
And the first one drops. And Brent, the Pelicans swept in the first round last year by the Thunder, and that Zion injury was very unfortunate and very untimely.
Oh, man, that was crushing. Williamson had 40 points in that play-in game, playing his best basketball, and then hurt very late in that contest. They really missed him, obviously, against OKC, and just bad luck for New Orleans last year.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Stolen by Wilson, all alone, throws down the breakaway jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And great steal by Simmons. He's been all defense in this league, can really be disruptive for an offense.
To the middle. Reeves gets the bucket. Reeves has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Shots good by Wilson.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
1:43 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Green missing. Brooklyn leading by 14. Pass to Watford. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Noel. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Outside, Green. In transition, here come the Nets. And slam dunk by Watford.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Cameron Thomas.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Brooklyn. Williams, he's checked in for Trendon Watford. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. After Keon Johnson hitting the 3, Noel buries it down low.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Simmons. It's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Noel. Just 3 on the clock. No good at the rim. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Nets lead by 18. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
They've got Jalen Noel, Daniel Tice out there with Javonte Green, and it's Robinson Earl in at the power forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Clock at 4. Tice passes to Robinson Earl. Sinks the three-pointer. Robinson Earl's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pelicans. And here is Simmons out to the right wing. Here's Wilson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
3 points.
Simmons got 3 assists in the game. Here's Noel. Guarded by Simmons. Now Noel. It's tipped. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Johnson. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Here's Clowney. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Shot clock at 3. Johnson can't get it to go. New Orleans with the ball. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
A free throw drops for Noel. And the Pelicans making a change here. Reeves is checked in. And so Noel nails both of them. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at New Orleans, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season.
And I think for New Orleans, they haven't gotten anything to go their way here early on. What do they have to do to turn this thing around?
I don't think there's any one thing that's going to suddenly solve all these problems, but the number one... Okay.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Pass to Boston. They set the screen. There's the drive. For New Orleans, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
So he gets them both. Brooklyn leading by 17. Here's Clowney. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Clowney's got his first bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Austin the pass to Robinson Earl. Reeves can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
A shot by Johnson, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Pass to Clowney. The kick out to Williams. Johnson outside. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Williams. Clock at 2. Simmons inside the line. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Simmons. Simmons got 6 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Up top, Noel. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Brooklyn leading by 18. Here's Clowney. Sharp. It's good on the putback.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Reeves the pass to Robinson Earl. The tray. The rebound by the Nets.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Over the taller defender, this is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
And again, no good by New Orleans. Johnson with it, now guarded by Ingram. Pass to Whitehead. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Assist row.
Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
DC, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For New Orleans, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. New Orleans making some changes here. Trey Murphy comes in for Jeremiah Robinson Earl. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Noel. He hits the second from the line. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Thomas. Now here's Schroeder. He's defended by Alvarado. And it's Schroeder missing. Pelicans trail by 18. To the left wing. Ingram against Thomas. Ingram attacking. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, the length of Ingram on display, outstanding at finding a lane, and then he explodes through it.
Johnson outside. No good with the triple. The Pelicans have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Green. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Schroeder kicks to Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Pelicans have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Pelicans making a change here. Boston's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Williams, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Brooklyn leading by 14. Top of the key, Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And he can't get the first run. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Boston. It's Ingram on the wing. 5 on the clock. A three-pointer, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Out left to the wing. Here's Messi. Claxton covering. Alvarado passes to Boston. And the rejection by Claxton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn leading by 15. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram has become a foundational player. C.J. McCollum says he wants to be great. And to be great, you have to be able to create. When you're selfless and you're willing to do whatever it takes to win, it becomes contagious. McCollum praised B.I.'s feel, IQ, and commitment to the game. Kevin?
I'm as committed as you are, David. Hey, thank you so much for that. Now here's Ingram. His last outing, he had 18 points. Takes the three, and the three ball is good. He's got 6.
This is what Murphy does. He gets the ball and instantly gets up shots.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Schroeder. Screen by Claxton. Schroeder finds Claxton.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And it's Alvarado missing. To the paint. Here's Williams. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Williams has got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Every team hopes to have a player on this list. A quick update now on the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. Second is Nick Claxton.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Ingram against Johnson. Shoots. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Ingram's got 4 this quarter.
And right now, efficient as Brandon Ingram is just torching the defense.
There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram's.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Nets. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
1:09 left to play in the first half. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
56 seconds left in the first half of the game. Claxton sets the screen for Williams.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Nets leading by 19 points. Here's Claxton. And he makes that one.
Nicholas Claxton.
Claxton's got 7. New Orleans gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Get there, get there.
Johnson for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here's Ingram. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And so it's Brooklyn with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at the Nets, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? That fast.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Pelicans.
Your defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah,
It's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you got to beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Williams is out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Ingram adding more muscle and a little more moxie each and every year.
The Pelicans have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. And he makes the first.
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent.
Pass to Boston. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
First team foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Here's Ingram. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Down low, here's Messi, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he has the right partner, Ingram, creating the offense in the pick and roll, and that's a nice read.
Thomas sends a screen for Williams. Hangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 12.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Schroeder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive. He's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder.
Well, Schroeder out there still hustling around. He uses that speed and some of his cunning to find those passing lanes.
He's perfect from the line this time. New Orleans gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Ingram, and he drives in, and that one is good. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, more and more the contact just not slowing down Brandon Ingram as he mixes it up on the inside through contact.
And a quick look at the numbers for Johnson. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
That's good from Schroeder. He hits both from the stripe. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Ingram outside. Drains the three-pointer. Ingram's got 21 in the game.
Ingram seems just more and more confident in his ability to shoot from the three-point line.
There's the pick. From deep, Williams. Pelicans pull it in. It's stolen by Johnson. One-on-one fast break. And then Thomas with the dunk.
And you love the selfless attitude right there from Johnson. Nice feed to the open man.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Here's Ingram. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Just figuring out more and more how to find points and production from the free throw line. Ingram, a real pro at drawing fouls at this level.
And that one falls for Ingram. Brooklyn leading by 21. Outside Williams. Pass to Johnson. Claxton with it. He has 7. Shot clock at 5. Williams, that's a two-pointer. A second chance effort. And Claxton with the layup. Claxton's got his third basket of the night.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Austin. Good defense by Claxton.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Back to Alvarado. Here's Ingram. Sinks the 15-footer. Ingram's got 26.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Schroeder finds Claxton. A stupendous finish in traffic. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 13 rebounds. Pass to Boston. Here's Messi. Ingram outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Claxton sets the screen for Schroeder, and the 3 off target. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And that one's good, Boston.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's Thomas. 22 points for him. Here's Schroeder. Back to Thomas. Outside Williams. From outside, off the mark.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Alvarado finds Ingram. 3-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound. Thomas up top. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
It's time for the dance here. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what you gotta do. Show us your moves. Can we get the next dancer? Keep on dancing, baby. All right, the camera's coming your way.
Noel, he's checked in for New Orleans. Then for the Nets, Clowney's checked in, and it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's the break. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
And this is why you must get Simmons out of the paint. So fantastic when it comes to finishing above the rim.
Pass to Ingram. To the middle. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For New Orleans, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. He's off on the first. And Brooklyn making a change here. Wilson's checked in. And he's good on the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Simmons passes to Claxton. Kicks it out to Wilson. Shoots it. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Reeves. Back to Noel. Inside, Claxton with the steal. Here's Thomas. Finished off the break. Thomas got 9 points here in the second half.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And here's Green outside. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Claxton. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 10 points for Ben Simmons.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
Here's Noel. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Noel's got 10 points.
Rabbit's foot in the shoe that time. Got lucky because the pick has to be better. It made no impact, but they still got the score.
Thomas against Reeves. For three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's to the inside. And there's the drive. Bank shot, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Clowney. Now Wilson. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Fourth personal foul.
Now the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. Fourth, Cam Thomas.
Take a break.
And this is the cream of the crop at the two-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
Well, these are the assassins of the NBA right there. The players who can turn a game on its head when they start to feel it. They are almost always the primary focus of the opposing defense.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on both.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Here's Noel. Guarded by Simmons. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The third. Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. New Orleans foul. Trey Murphy the third. Second personal foul.
Shoot 2.
Team is in the penalty.
That free throw, no good. New Orleans making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. Trendon Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. And he sinks the second.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Outside, Green. They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
And this deficit, a direct result of their lack of execution offensively.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside, Wilson fires from deep, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
3 points.
Simmons got his 5th assist in this one. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Noel. Guarded by Simmons. Shots good by Noel.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And we've talked about this. When Simmons takes initiative, good things tend to happen.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often.
2.
Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
No good on the free throw. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And he can't hit the second. And so Green will bring it up for the Pelicans. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Reeves the pass to Green. Here's Robinson Earl, offline with his 3. On the wing, Milton. He's defended by Noel. Here's Wilson. Drops one in from the wing. Wilson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Cam Thomas getting it done for the Nets. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Daniel Tice. Jalen Noel is out there with Green, and it's Reeves in at the 2. That's the Pelicans 5.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Stolen by Reeves. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
That's Green.
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Kane, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And the Nets making a change here as well. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Martin. The shot by Wilson, no good. Green with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. Pass to Kane. Launches a 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Sharp finds Johnson. Here's Simmons. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Back to Noel. Beyond the arc. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Simmons looking around. The 3. Shot's good by Wilson. Wilson's got 12 points in just the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Noel passes to Robinson Earl. Back to Noel. Down low. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And Johnson with the stuff.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. He's fantastic at sensing when one of his guys has got some freedom.
Green with a screen on Simmons. Noel passes to Kane. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And then Simmons slams it in.
And that's Simmons at his best. So good at navigating the open floor.
Green finds Noel. Brent, of all the things I could ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
Noel, no good.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Watford, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 9 assists now tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Stolen. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Noel, guarded by Simmons.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players, and certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
And the second free throw, good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. That's 28 points for Brandon Ingram.
And gotta love the long, long arms of Brandon Ingram.
Outside Wilson. 9 for 12 with that miss. Still shooting 75% for the game. Alvarado with it. Simmons is there. And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here. New Orleans making a switch here. Boston's checked in.
Number 11, BJ Boston.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Simmons passes to Watford. Banked in off the glass. Watford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Ingram against Wilson. Lets it fly, and that one's good. Ingram's got 30 points.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense. Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Alvarado finds Ingram. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Whitehead's checked in for Trendon Watford.
Number 0, Derek Whitehead.
Alvarado passes to Ingram. It's good. Ingram's got 18 points just in the second half. The Nets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And Simmons kicks to Wilson. Pass to Whitehead. Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Boston. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Ingram. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Pass to Boston. They set the pick. He tries for 3. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night, and yes, it's good.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one errant pass.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Trendon Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pass to Ingram. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man to man, it's hard.
Now here's Simmons. He's defended by Alvarado. To the wing on the left. Outside, Simmons. 4 on the shot clock. Alvarado with the steal. Pass to Boston. Stolen by Wilson.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Ben Simmons.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Shake Milton.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Alvarado, guarded by Simmons. Alvarado passes to Boston, shoots the 3, and another 3 for New Orleans. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Ben Simmons.